And welcome to Market Update Monday, your go-to source for the latest real estate trends here in Central Oregon. I'm Amanda, and every week I break down what's happening in the housing market so that you can make better decisions, whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about the values here in Central Oregon. I'll let you know if home prices are going up, things are selling fast, and what those trends mean for you. So let's go ahead and dive into this week's monthly market. This one is going to be a little different. So we're going to be covering our smaller towns. Oops, pressing things over here. So this week we're going to cover your Sisters, your Prineville, and your Jefferson County, which is like the Madras Culver area. Because they are smaller than your Bender Redmond, it looks a little different. We don't have as much information. We will know like pricing of things for the month of May, but then when they really dive deep into the numbers, they look more quarterly. So I use the Beacon Report. He's an appraiser here in Central Oregon, and each month he breaks down all the details off of our MLS. So it is a month behind. We're in June, but all of this information is for May because we have the full look and grasp of what went on in May now that everything's closed out. So as you can see, it's a little different than what you'll see for Bender Redmond. It's smaller information. We do have some charts. The charts go quarterly. So let's go ahead and jump into Sisters. So the average home price for Sisters in the month of May was $794,000, which is higher than the quarterly over the last 3 months. The number of single-family homes that sold in Sisters were 8, and they sat on the market for about 25 days before being sold, and current inventory is 4 months. So what that means is that if we stopped putting homes onto the market and we sold our average each month, which, number of homes sold was only 8, we would run out of homes in 4 months for Sisters. So let's scroll down to see the average quarterly sales, because 8 was small. For the first quarter of 2025, we sold an average of around 26 homes a month. So 8 was lower. I'm assuming that we'd be closer to, if we sold 26 homes a month, all the homes would be gone in about 4 months for Sisters. Also Sisters, the medium home price, as I did go over for the first quarter of 2025, was $712. And the medium home days on the market for the quarter was 7. So when a home comes up for sale in Sisters, it goes pretty fast typically. Okay, so let's dive into Jefferson County, which is again your Madras, Culver, Metolius area. And the medium home price was $363,000. They had 18 homes sold in the month of May. And they sat on the market for an average of around 46 months, and they have 5 months worth of inventory. And then we're gonna scroll on down here to Jefferson County, which also includes Crooked River Ranch as well. So Crooked River Ranch, Culver, Metolius, Madras. It's a long stretch down 97. But quarterly for the median price of homes was $328,000. For number of sales was 38, and days on the market were 88. And that's for the first quarter of 2025, so January through March. And last, but definitely not least, one of my favorite places, Prineville or Crook County, so the surrounding areas. Their medium home price was $422,000. Number of sales were 26, and homes sat on the market for an average of around 35 days. And they only have 3 months worth of inventory, which is the lowest of all of the little Central Oregon cities, if I can think of words today. And then let's go look at how they did over the quarters. So the first quarter, the average home price was $388,000. Number of sales was 58, average for monthly in the first quarter. And then days on the market is 47. So Central Oregon, you'll see there's not a really big variation from city to city. The biggest variation is going to be on your home price. So the average of homes average number of homes sold, days they sit on the market, and number of sales are really, sorry, I have a hair that's tickling me, are really pretty much the same across the board. You're really just going to get your largest range in your home price. But as we dove into Lake Bend and Redmond, there are options that are in the 400,000s, which is really close to these smaller cities. But when all is said and done, Jefferson County is where you're going to be able to find the most affordable option in housing here in Central Oregon, with an average of around $363 for the month of May, and an overall average of around $328,000 here in Central Oregon. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you could please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscription button and the bell notification so that you can be notified of any time that I post a video. And again, I am Amanda. I'm Amanda. I thought you should know that, but if you're thinking about buying, selling, or just have questions about the market here in Central Oregon, I would love to help. All my contact information is going to be in the box below. But until then, I'm Amanda. I am your go-to source for real estate information here in Central Oregon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.